The other side of this game, the Philadelphia Eagles. This is what my producer's right here. Philly's been the 1 seed all year and they're favored Sunday. Yet, they keep saying they're being disrespected. As a believer in bulletin board material, does this scare you? The thing is, they're not being disrespected by the Chiefs. By the media, maybe. By me, sure. But neither of these teams for this game can effectively play the no one believes in us card. The reason people have some yeah buts about the Eagles are totally legitimate. Yes, they have a dominant pass rush, and their defensive numbers look great. They also have played one of the worst collections of quarterbacks you'll ever see. And when you look at the only true quality quarterbacks they have played all year, you say Dak, you say Rodgers, you say the prince that was promised, you say Jared Goff. Every single one of those quarterbacks, aside from the prince that was promised, scored at least 33 points on Philly. Prince that was promised started that game up 14-0. There was then a torrential downpour, and he started just fumbling the ball. I mean, he had 5 turnovers in that game. They still scored 21. The Eagles, let me get the exact date on this. Since Christmas Day, here's the entire list of quarterbacks that they have faced. Andy Dalton, Davis Webb, Daniel Jones, and then the Brock Purdy, Josh Johnson combo. So you take that. You then also take the fact that while everyone likes Jalen Hurts, he has not been the same player since he hurt his shoulder. Jalen Hurts was having an unbelievable season, and then in the Bears game, he hurt his shoulder. Since then, he threw 229 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick against the Giants' backups. He threw 154 against the Giants in the playoff game and threw for 121 against the Niners, 40 yards of which were on an incompletion. He has, in the 3 games since he hurt his shoulder, run the ball for a total of 86 yards on 29 carries. He has not been the same guy. And you can say, well, the Eagles' offense hasn't struggled, and if you look at points scored, that's true. But in that Niner game, they didn't have 270 yards of offense. It was the Niners fumbling the ball. It was defensive penalties extending drives. It was the Niners eventually having all motivation sapped because they were running the veer and the wing tee offense. So, if Jalen Hurts, he doesn't even have to play Mahomes to a draw. If he can play Mahomes to 10-9 rounds instead of 10-8 rounds, the Eagles should win the game. I do not think he can, and I think the Kansas City Chiefs win this game. Now, the producers want me to give you a score prediction. I'm not ready to do that yet. What I will tell you is this. The Chiefs have either won or lost by 4 or fewer points for 32 games in a row. Blowing this team out is not available. You add to it that the Chiefs have played far tougher competition to get here, and that they are healthier right now than they have been at any point all year. McCole Hardman being out for this game notwithstanding, he was out for the last 3 months of the regular season. There is a script where the Kansas City Chiefs start this game out 14-0, and the Eagles are in real trouble. There's also a script where the Eagles keep it close. The keeping it close part, however, the Chiefs have played a bunch of 4-quarter nip-and-tuck games all year, including both of their playoff games. The Eagles have not. I don't know if they're ready for it. Sirianni's first Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts' first Super Bowl versus Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Give me the Chiefs and give me the beginnings of a dynasty. And by the beginnings of, I mean we're full on into it. 5 years, worst you ever did, If they win on Sunday, the worst season they had under Patrick Mahomes would have been his first season as a starter, hosting the AFC Championship game and losing in overtime. The second worst season would have been last year, hosting the AFC Championship game and losing in overtime. Patrick Mahomes has lost three playoff games ever. Two of them were overtime field goals in the AFC title game, and one was a Super Bowl that we don't talk about.
It all kicks off Super Bowl Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.